Hey everybody, this is Greg with Medical Muscle. And in this video, I want to talk about asking for letters of rec from attendings. I think this can be a nerve-wracking topic for some people to be able to ask someone for something so important. But I'm going to give you guys some tips on things that I did that I found were very helpful. Okay, so number one is that you really need to ask early. The earlier the better. Asking late can have some problems. And by problems, I mean them not submitting the letter on time or maybe not submitting it at all. That's a possibility. So the earlier you ask, the person knows that that you're interested in this field and that they can start drafting something kind of early, right? Just an example, there was a great attending that I was working with. And I had told him that I wanted a letter because, I thought we had a good connection, and he agreed, and I got his phone number and all that. He ended up leaving our hospital a few months later. He'd told me he ended up leaving the hospital, moving to a different hospital across the country. There were students that had worked with him who had not asked him at that time, and they tried to find him, and he was not at the hospital anymore. So that's a huge issue, right? So ask earlier, right? That's always a good thing. Now, people to pick to write your letter. You want an attending that you've worked with closely. You've shown that you have good clinical skills, like maybe you've presented patients or you've given a little talk on a specific topic and you felt like it was really strong. Those are the types of people that you want to ask. I think it helps you even more if they know you on a personal level because they can make the letter tailored to you and really allow you to stand out as an applicant, right? Because I think it's possible that you can get a generic letter if the person doesn't really know you. If you're just a good student, right? That's fine. There might be a lot of applicants that are good students who have just the basics, but if you can stand out in some way in the letter, I think that comes from knowing the person more deeply, okay? So that's something that's a little bit more challenging. I would say ask for many letters. Ask for more letters than you think you need. I think ERAS allows you to submit 4 letters of recommendation. I would ask for 5, maybe 6 letters in the specialty that you're interested in. And I say that because people may not do it. That's possible. Or they don't submit it on time, or they just straight up decide not to do it or move or quit their job. And for whatever reason, it's better to have extras than to not have enough, because there's certain programs and on my ERAS I can see there's certain programs that won't even look at the application if they don't have at least 3 letters of recommendation. You can send up to 4, but most of them need a minimum of 3. If you only had 2, then they're not even gonna look at your application. That's a huge downside, okay? So there's that. Now, which specialties to ask? Okay, it depends on what you're going into, right? But you can ask for letters of recommendation from subspecialties of that same thing. So say like you wanna go into internal medicine. Having a hospitalist would be great. Having a rheumatologist would be fine. Having an endocrinologist or anybody who you've worked with who is in internal medicine, but there may be a subspecialty, that's all appropriate. Cardiology, anything like that. I'm just giving this an example. Say if you want to go into surgery and you have someone who's a vascular surgeon, then a plastic surgeon, then an oncological surgeon, I think those are really important too. So having maybe some variety, I guess, might be helpful. It may not, but I think, it's just something to consider. Now, I think the director position, if you ask someone who has got some kind of director position, may help you in some way. It may not. I think a good letter is the most important, but their title may be able to help. ERAS allows you to select that if they hold those kind of titles, right? So something to consider, right? All right, so ask early. Ask from someone that you have a good connection with. If they're a program director, that's great. And basically that's it, guys. And get many of them, get many. So those are all my points that I have about letters of rec. I wish you guys the best of luck. Don't be shy. ask away, ask as many as you can. You may be rejected. That's okay.